Hello everyone, it's Marek here, and in this video I want to say a bit more about creating PDFs with Adobe Bridge. Interesting enough, this has been one of the most popular videos on my YouTube channel. That's the one in here, the Create PDF Documents with Adobe Bridge, that I've uploaded a couple of years ago, and it's been quite popular. Got over 20,000 views on here. People seem to enjoy it. People have been asking questions about it, because people don't realize that you can actually create PDF documents or even multi-page PDFs inside Adobe Bridge. And that's what I want to show you here, because I think it's time to update it, because this was done with back in, I think this would be Bridge CS5 or maybe CS6. But anyway, what has happened is when Adobe released Bridge CC, they've actually removed the output module that's being used for creating PDFs. So you won't have it now. Nowadays, when you go into Bridge, if I just quickly launch it in here, when you go these modules, so if I just go to my desktop for now, okay, you got the window menu, workspace, and there's, well, I've got the output module here because I have installed it, okay, but you won't have it in here. So I'm going to show you how to do it, okay. I've got everything explained on my blog, so if you prefer reading than watching, you can have a look at my blog. I'm going to post the link. Link will appear somewhere at the bottom of the screen here. And also on my blog, you'll find links to downloads, because first what you need to do is, first of all, make sure you have the latest update of Bridge installed. Then, download the output module for your Windows or Mac platform. And that's what you get in here. That's what I'm getting one for the Windows. So you just click OK. Well, I'm going to click Open here. And I'm going to click OK, so it opens. Just minimize that, okay. Then I'm going to open this folder in here. I've got these two options in here, this workspace and the output module. What you need to do is you need to copy that into a specific location, which I explain here in my blog as well. So you go to a specific location. In my case, it's going to be on the computer. Okay, I'm on 64-bit on Windows, so I'm going to Program Files, Common Files, Adobe, and Bridge CC extensions, okay. And in here you copy this Adobe output module. I have copied it already, okay. That's the one I'm talking about in here, this Adobe output module. Then you take the Adobe output module workspace and you copy it into workspaces folder in here. So if I just open it, it's in here already, okay. That's all you do. Then I'm going to close that. I'll close it as well in here, okay. And then you get it inside Adobe Bridge. Now you may need to restart Bridge, but normally it appears straight away. But if you do, you need to just close the Bridge, reopen it, and now let's have a look and creating PDF documents now in Bridge CC. I'll catch up with you in a second. Here we are inside Bridge, Adobe Bridge CC. This is the version, well, it's 2016 as I'm recording it. This is Bridge CC. And we're going to have a look on the output module and where you can create PDFs in here. Now the example I'm going to use here is, I've got this ebook from Masaru Emoto called Messages from Water, the version for children. It's a free download from Masaru Emoto website, so you can download it, and what you get, it comes with many languages as well, but what you get is these different pages that are in here. Okay, it doesn't come as one ebook, it just comes with different pages. Okay, so what I would first make sure is that the cover actually appears at the beginning, which it does here. Okay, now we'll jump into the output module, so I'm in here. Then you see the pages at the bottom, so I'm going to make them smaller to see more of these here. I can make them very small, that's okay. I'm going to select all of them, so I'll select one and press Ctrl A or Command A on the Mac to select all the pages. That's fine, and now we'll have a look on the options here on the right hand side. So you've got two choices, you've got a PDF and web gallery. We're going to look at the PDF option here. First you've got a template, so you choose what kind of document are you trying to create and how big you want it to be, if you use a template, okay? But you can obviously customize it as well. So for now I'm going to keep it as maximized size because I want to have them one page per page, if it makes sense. For page preset, I think international paper might be okay. We can always tweak it and change it. I do want to make sure that it's in landscape mode, so I'll click the landscape mode icon here. And we set the quality to 72 ppi just to have it for full screen viewing. I'll click refresh preview to see what it looks like, just to make sure we proceed in the right direction. Okay, looks fine. It's a slightly different proportion, but it's okay. We can keep it like that. Quality, well, this should be resolution really, but it's a quality 72 ppi. For quality, I'm going to increase it a little bit, maybe to 80%, just have a bit better quality. Background white is fine. You can assign a password if you want to as well. So you can assign a password, so you can't open it without the password. You can also disable printing, so I'm going to tick permissions password, I'll tick disable printing, and I'll put a password here as well. Okay. So people don't print it. If you want it, go to Masaru Emoto website and download it from his website. Okay. Let me just make this a bit wider as well, just so we can see more of the options in here. On the layout, just one column, one row is fine. Okay, we can reduce the spaces, so I'm going to reduce the space on the sides. Maybe this could be smaller, like 0.2, and on the right 0.2 as well. Auto spacing, that's fine. We're gonna go one page per page anyway. Under overlays, in this case I don't want any overlays. I don't want the file name. Actually, it's got the, no, not in this case, no, so I'm going to untick that. Okay, scrolling down, we've got a header and a footer, so you can add some text on the top and on the bottom. Okay, so you can tick add header, put it in the center maybe, you can put some text, so, by the way, please do download this book from Masaru Emoto's website, fantastic book about water. It's from Water by Masaru Emoto. Okay, you can choose font family and font size and so on. I'm going to pick a Vedana here, just make it regular italic, a bit bigger, like 12 points. We can click refresh preview buttons to see what it looks like. So it's in here. We can change the size and color. I'm going to pick maybe a different color, like blue. Let's get a preview in here. We can add some spacing, say 1 centimeter space. This will just move it down a little bit, so there's a bit more space on the top. We can add a divider, like a horizontal line. I'm going to make it maybe gray. So I'll click on this color swatch to choose a custom color because I want a shade of gray. And get this color picker. This may look a little bit different on the Mac. I'll make it a shade of gray, just a little bit lighter. Maybe something like that. I'll click OK. Refresh the preview here. That's the line. Okay. On the footer, again, you can add some footer. I'm actually going to add some text in here, in the center. I'm not sure if it's copyrighted, but I'm just going to put in here all rights belong to Masaru Emoto. And this book, this ebook, is available for download from Masaru Emoto website. Just some copyright information here. Quite small, error is fine, 10 points, black color is okay. I'll click refresh preview. There's text in here. Maybe a little bit more distance from the bottom, so say maybe 0.6, and maybe text could be just a shade of gray. Click OK, click refresh preview. Sometimes as you change in the sizes, so for example, let's say I'm going to change the size of the text in the header. I'll make it much bigger, say 20 points. You may get a message when you refresh the preview. I'm not getting it here. Okay, let me make it even bigger, 26. I'll show you that. Oh, what you may get is if you have your text really big, Bridge may actually tell you to increase the distance. Here we go, because there's just not enough space in the area for the text. So just increase the distance in here, and I just click OK. So I'm going to make this text back smaller. That will be okay. All I'm doing here is I just want to have this book is in one PDF document so I can read it. So that's what I'm doing here. On the playback section, you can open full screen mode. Yes, why not? You can have it play automatically if you want to. Not in this case. You can have a loop now. You can also choose transition if you're playing it. So if you're creating like a slideshow, you can actually create a transition. So the pages may fade in and fade out and dissolve and so on. Not in this case, I'm just creating a multi-page PDF for reading. And we can add some watermark here. So I could do just a watermark and I could put some text. Let me just click remind me later. So I could put, say, copyright Masaru Emoto. Okay, you can choose a font family, font size, font color. So I'm going to make it white, probably a little bit bigger, maybe something like 20 points or so. Let's see how big it is. I'll make it a bit bigger, 24. And I'm going to make it semi-transparent, obviously. So I'm going to drop the opacity in here, very low, 20-30% maybe. Let's see what this looks like. You can rotate it as well, so you can go at an angle, maybe something like that. Maybe slightly more to here, even lower opacity, maybe 20%. Oh, sorry, I've changed the size. 20% here. Okay, refresh the preview. A bit more semi-transparent. You can also use an image, so you could use your own logo if you wanted to in here. And then finally, we're just saving it and we can view it after we save it as well. So I'm going to click save. I'm going to call it ebook in this case. I'll put it on desktop, straight on desktop. I'll click save. And in just a few seconds, we'll have a multi-page PDF in here inside, well, created inside Adobe Bridge. You'll be asked for a password. Okay. Remember your passwords, otherwise you won't be able to open it. Okay. Oops. You can go to full screen mode if you want to. Okay. And you got your multi-page PDF. Yeah. So please go to Masaru Emoto website, download this free ebook about water for children and enjoy it. But besides that, that's how you can create PDFs, multi-page PDFs in this case, inside Adobe Bridge CC. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. I'm Marek Mularczyk from SAItraining.co.uk and I hope to see you back on for some more of my videos. Thank you. Bye bye.